In this video, I'm going to be going over my pack predictions for tomorrow in Season 6 and NBA 2K23 Myteam. So as you guys probably know, you can see in the top left of the screen, there's less than 24 hours for the new season to be out. Season number 6 is less than 24 hours away, and in this video, I'll be going over my content predictions, not for the player cards, not for the player reward cards, like for each game modes. I'm not going to be predicting like the Clutch Jam offline card, the T2 offline wheel spin card, like all that type of stuff, or the T2 offline vault card. I'm not going to be predicting all of the, reward cards that you guys can obtain. We'll be predicting, or I'll be predicting, the actual content that will be coming in the packs tomorrow. So, obviously high res with the last content drop, and I just want to go over my content predictions and what cards we could possibly see. And I also want to hear your guys' opinions. I do this on my Twitch as well, if you guys want to come over and see the leaks live happening. I think they're at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So I'll put a link to my Twitch in the description down below. I stream the leaks every single Thursday, and we wait to see what the actual cards are going to be. But before that, I want to give you guys my best predictions, or not my best, but just my predictions, which are usually always wrong. But I want to hear your guys' predictions, and we can see who's going to guess it right and who's going to guess it wrong. So for me personally, I want to start off with the Dark Matters, because that's the most hype thing, and what people really care about is what Dark Matters we are going to get. Now, I think we could possibly see 3 Dark Matter cards in packs. So if you guys know, for the entire Season 2, every single content drop had 2 Dark Matters. So Radiant was the first one in Season 5. That was T-Mac and D-Rob, obviously one of the better content drops, at least top heavy wise for the Dark Matters. And then the 16-bit had 2 again, LaMelo and Kristaps. Highlight Reel had Anthony Davis, Kobe. You guys get the point. Out of position, Jimmy and Bill. Phenoms, Lonzo and Shaq, and then high res, Cade and Booker. So for me personally, I think maybe if it's not going to be this Friday, in the next 2 to 3 Fridays, I think we'll start to see 3 Dark Matters in packs, and I think that could happen early as this Friday for the new season coming out. Because if you guys remember, if we go to last year's content, you guys can see this was the content we got in Season 6 of 2K22, and this had 3 Dark Matters. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I want to quickly look here. Did they have 2 Dark Matters before in packs, or did they go from 3 to 3, or did they go from 2 to 3? So if we go look at the Metamorpheus, that was the last content drop in Season 5 last year. We had Zion, Vince, or wait, we only had 1 Dark Matter, I think, right? I think that was a little bit of a different content drop though. Let me go look at the one before that, because I think if I remember correctly, that was a little bit different of a drop. So yeah, the one before that was the out of position with the 2 Dark Matters, the Jordan and the Giannis, the pretty much set that changed the entire game last year. And then we look at the bracket busters, so very similar to what we've got in this year. We had the 2 Dark Matters once again, because we had 2 more because of the power thin set, the hero stuff, but the actual Dark Matters we had 2 of. So in Season 6 last year, in the, I think it was called Zero Gravity. Is that what the set was called too? Yeah, so Zero Gravity, in that promo set, we had the Blake Griffin, the Zach LaVine, and the Paul George. So I do think we could see something like this, where we do get 3 Dark Matters. I'm not sure the opals in here. How many opals would we get? 1, 2, 3, only 3. So I think now we're getting 4 opals. So I think it's going to be 3 Dark Matters and 4 opals in the packs tomorrow. At least that's just my prediction. So let me know first off, how many Dark Matters do you guys think we'll see tomorrow in the pack drop? I think it'll be 2 or 3. Obviously it will be 2 or 3. It's not gonna be 4 or 1 unless you do something really weird, but I'm gonna guess 3. I'm gonna be optimistic and guess 3 Dark Matters. I think the cards that we can start talking about, I think we see Jordan. Now I know a lot of people were guessing Michael Jordan for other content drops, like for the high res, for the Phenoms. Like everyone's been guessing MJ for the past couple weeks, but I've always thought that we're not gonna get MJ till the headline of Season 6. I think they kind of wanted to wait and then have Jordan headline it, right, to start off Season 6 on a bang with the Dark Matter MJ. And I do think he'll be able to play the point guard position. So for me, that's going to be my first guess, Dark Matter MJ. I think they are going to give us at least 1 big man, and I think it's got to be Wilt. Wilt hasn't had a card since Season 1. It is a little bit predictable because everybody has been saying MJ and Wilt, but Wilt has to get a card. He hasn't got a card since the Timeless set, which was all the way back in Season 1, and it was the fourth Friday content drop. So that means only about a month into the game. We haven't had a Wilt since a month into the game. That's what, 5 months ago, 6 months ago now? Like, we have to get a Wilt Chamberlain card in the next couple weeks. Now, it might not be today, or it might not be tomorrow for the first drop of Season 6, but it has to be the first 2 or 3. There's like no way we don't get a Wilt. And also why I think we'll get a Wilt is because you guys have probably seen on Twitter and maybe on like the Myteam page, is that Hakeem Olajuwon is going to be the level 40 for Season 6, which I think is going to be a huge W. Like, I'm super hyped for that Hakeem card, but usually when they drop really good cards, they drop really good free cards, especially as the level 40, they tend to drop a better big man in packs. So that's why I think we could see a Bull. I think that's why we could see a Wilt Chamberlain. Other centers in the game, I'm not exactly sure, because we have the Shaq now, we have the card like D-Rob, we have the Cream, we have the Kristaps. So unless I'm forgetting a big man, unless they drop a dark matter, yeah, but that'd be the most ridiculous thing ever. I don't think there's going to be any other big other than Wilt that I can really think of, unless they give us a Simbular, they give us a George Mearson, a Sean Bradley, you know, they just give us one of those crazy cards. I can't think of another center they give us, you know, besides Hakeem, who's just coming out as the level 40, and then Wilt Chamberlain. I think it's going to be MJ and Wilt as two of the dark matters, and then I think that third dark matter could be like a shooting guard, a small forward. It could be like a Penny Hardaway. It could possibly be a Bull, but I think there will be like a troll dark matter, kind of in the sense, I mean, Blake, Zach LaVine, and Paul George. You'd probably say Blake was the troll one, even though I think Blake was really, really good last year in that zero gravity set in season 6. Like that drop was really, really nice overall. It was a lot better than we thought it was, at least when I remember from last year. But I do think there's going to be like a third troll dark matter. I don't think it's going to be a terrible card, but I think it might be like I'm trying to think of some names. I mean, if I scroll through here, is there any cards from like season 2 I can think of? Maybe like a Ron Artest. You know, he could be in here somewhere. Like, not a bad shooting guard, but he's going to be like a troll dark matter compared to MJ and Wilt. Like, maybe we see a Dwight Howard. Oh, Dwight. Ooh. Dwight's not a bad guess. I forgot about Dwight. You know what? It could be Dwight. They could give us a really souped out Dwight Howard. I would not be surprised. So Dwight, I'm going to throw Dwight in there maybe as one of my other predictions as well. I'm not going to, I'll make my final guess here in a second, like of all the dark matters and the opals, but I think Dwight's another solid option. I think he could be the third dark matter or even over Wilt. In the Pioneer set, I mean, maybe DeMar DeRozan potentially. Kevin Durant could also be coming. Like, I think KD and Luka. If we're not going to get MJ, it's most likely going to be Kevin Durant or Luka. At least that's my guess. Penny Hardaway, I think, could also be in there. So I think like Penny, Luka, KD are not going to be in my guesses, but I think we could see one of those three guys, because once again, I'm always wrong when I predict this stuff. So whatever I'm predicting right now, it's probably going to be the complete opposite. So I'm saying like MJ, Wilt, and a card like a Ron Artest or a little bit of a troll dark matter. It's probably going to be KD, Luka, and Penny, something like that, or KD, Luka, and Dwight Howard, because that's not what I'm guessing. So I always get it wrong. So just guess the complete opposite of what I'm guessing, and you'll probably end up getting it right. So I'm going to lock in my three dark matters as MJ can play point guard, Wilt Chamberlain at center and power forward, and then I will say my third one, I'm gonna go like a Ron Artest type of card. I'm not exactly sure the name I want to go with, like maybe Ron Artest, a DeMar DeRozan, maybe a Penny Hardaway, maybe a Clay, maybe a Carmelo, like those type of cards. Like, I'm not 100% sure that third dark matter, maybe a James Harden. I think we possibly could see maybe a Draymond, just going to be like a solid name that we've seen in like season 2 or season 3, but I don't think it's going to be like a crazy good card. So that's kind of my prediction for that third dark matter. If we do see three dark matters, if we only see 2, then my guess will be MJ and Wilt, which is really predictable, so it's most likely going to be wrong, but that's just going to be my prediction for the 3 dark matters. And then for the opals, I mean, it's so hard to guess the Galaxy opals. Like, if you go to the high res set, I mean, a lot of people did guess Ricky Davis potentially coming in the game, so I think it could be Penny Hardaway. I think they could definitely give us an opal Penny, maybe an opal Dwight if they don't go towards their dark matter route. I think there'll be some more older cards, because we've been getting a lot of current series cards as the Galaxy opals, like current players in the NBA. So I think it could be some, like, maybe not old heads, but maybe some just older names. Like, I think we could see like a short point guard, like a Chris Paul, a John Stockton, Isaiah Thomas. I think those cards are due for some new Galaxy opals. I'm trying to think, like, I'm really bad with the Galaxy opal predictions, so let me know your guys' opal predictions and your dark matters. It's really hard for me to guess the opals, to be honest with you. I really don't know. I mean, if I go back to season 1, I mean, Zion, he already has an opal. I mean, Blake Griffin, maybe Blake. I mean, I could see, no, we already have a Blake. Sorry, we have a Blake. Joe Johnson already has an opal. Chris Bosh has a dark matter. It's just hard to predict the opals. I think we could maybe see maybe a rookie. Like, I'm trying to think, is there any rookies that we haven't got? And maybe a Batum. Like, I'm thinking maybe one of these rookies gets an opal. Jabari Smith Jr., I don't think we have an opal of. Maybe a Jalen Duran, Jaden Ivey. Like, I'm thinking one of these cards. Like, I think we'll get a rookie in opal. Like, we got I don't think we got a rookie last time, right? We got Poku as like the pink diamond. Not really a rookie. Yeah, we didn't get a rookie, but we got Bankero and the one before that. So I think we see another rookie. Even Evan Mobley, he was, he's only in his second year. So I think we'll see like a Jaden Ivey, one of those cards, maybe a Jalen Duran. I think one of those cards from the Shade of sets we could also see as a Galaxy opal. Zach LaVine, we have a new opal of. Rudy Gobert, he has a pink diamond. Pau Gasol's an opal. So a lot of these cards do have opals, including Dominique Wilkins. So yeah, my 3 dark matters gonna go with MJ, Wilt, and I'll lock in. Who is my third guy gonna be? I completely forgot the name now. Who did I lock in? Like, who was I saying 100% sure I was gonna go with? I actually don't even remember. Did I say Ron Artest? or I wasn't like 100% sure. I said like a Ron or Test, like one of those cards, like a Draymond, a Harden, you know, one of those names. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below your guys' predictions for tomorrow's drop and see if you get it right. I mean, it's kind of cool to test out, or just to see, you know, if you can guess it right, because that'd be really cool. And then you look kind of crazy in the comments if you guess like actually the 3 or 2 Dark Matters. Would be really cool to see. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below your guys' content predictions for tomorrow, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.